Players will quit if KURO Games don't get on top of these. Dear Diamonds and fellow Diamonds in the Rough, the streets are obviously still shook by the nuclear bomb that KURO Games has dropped recently. I mean, let's face it, none of us expected that much, especially the push for Yinlin. I mean, she's in like, what, 2 days? That is pretty shocking. And most importantly, a lot of people are concerned about why did they make that move. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, it's because of the Zenless Zero's release, which makes a ton of sense. Some are speculating sales aren't really there. Gian isn't like really doing it. They need that heavy push for investors, which also makes a lot of sense because apparently the company KURO Games has been acquitted by Tencent. Tencent is basically fucking everywhere. It's like, why the hell would they not actually be in KURO Games too? But apparently I heard there's like some 51% acquisition. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But anyway, the gist of it all is KURO Games is forced to actually push Yinlin a little quicker, not only because of the hype, to keep up the hype and everything and to counter Zenless Zero a bit, but also like to appease the investors, which is Corpa 101. I mean, this has to happen if the game is to survive. Let's start off with something a lot of people dismissed, the subscription bug. Now, if you buy a subscription, for some people, the payment will go through, but they will not obtain the subscription in-game. Why is this happening is beyond everybody. But I heard KURO Games is actually giving those out at a very slow pace, which is obviously concerning because the subscription is like you got to actually log in to take full advantage of the subscription itself. Some players are still facing this issue. They're obviously a minority, but I don't know about y'all, but even in the Japan fiasco, I mean, it's like what, 200 players that got their shit leaked, and that still was a big deal. I do feel like this is also a big deal. It's pretty concerning. I mean, if people are trying to support the game and they actually cannot or have a very bad experience when they even attempt to support the game that we now know and love, it's a bit of a problem and it could create a lot of bad rep for the company. So KURO Games, please fix that. Unrelated, there's also a new exploit we've discovered like 2 days ago. The streets don't know much about it. I'm keeping it under wraps, but there's this exploit. The person in question already sent to KURO Games what the hell happened there. It's a good person, man. Like shouts out to that player, like 1,000%. If it was someone else, they'll abuse the shit out of that. But he let them know the issue actually exists. So KURO Games, check your mail because there's a problem and get on top of it real quick, or else I don't think you want more fiascos happening. I feel like every day there's something that KURO Games has done or has been lacking on, has fumbled the bag somewhere. And that puts us in these situations where we have to talk about it, where we have to defend KURO. Yes, their intentions are pure. Yes, they're doing everything they can. But some issues shouldn't be a thing anyway, besides the optimization things, of course. I mean, those are pretty normal. Number 2 is the biggest one in my opinion, is fix the damn bugs. Spray them. I don't know what the fuck you need to do to them, but get rid of these bugs. Because if 1.1 comes in and we have these issues still, it's over. It's over. It's going to be pretty difficult to keep defending the game. I'll try, but fix it. Fix it. Like we need a well-optimized game. I do trust and believe that you guys will be able to deliver, but do please make sure that 1.1 doesn't make the game a worse experience for some players, but rather a better experience for some players. I'm very hyped for the optimization stuff you guys are actually going to be rolling out. So please make sure that 1.1 isn't rushed. You guys now have a shorter window, so please make sure the 1.1 when it comes to optimization is perfect, flawless as it can be. Besides, faithful player might start losing hope in your competence. We're gonna have all kinds of dumb fucks being happy and parading and shit. And God knows we're getting tired of those people. And about that, I would like to point out pieces of shit that are trying to take advantage of a system. Now you guys will understand why I didn't actually say what the fuck the exploit was, because we will always have dumb fucks like this that will try to take advantage of something that shouldn't even be there in the first place. But hey, exploits are exploits and can't hate a motherfucker for actually taking advantage of it. It is what it is. But anyway, I want to go over it real quick. This person didn't even pull the weapon under false pretenses. They pulled an EN. So basically, they couldn't have mistaken the weapons effects, but he's being an opportunist about the whole situation. Previous post about wuwa make it seem like they're being disingenuous. The issue is over. The affected players are happy. So we do understand now that Japan is actually satisfied with what happened. So a little update on that one. They don't play in Asia. They don't play in Japanese. They did pull the weapon. They did attempt to get a refund despite it not being the subject of mistranslation. Fraud. They did have their email leaked, but they're not a liar. but they did commit fraud. Not sure that's better. Okay, so people are now actually trying to do fraudulent acts. They're willing to commit fraud just so that they can like take advantage of an exploit in a video game. In a video game. I don't know if this guy's actually gonna watch this, but bro, you are pathetic. Like, bro, get a life. Go get bitches. Go get bitches. They'll be more up your speed. Also about Yinlin, where's the promo shit? I mean, you guys just dropped it out of nowhere. You guys are like telling the streets, oh, it's gonna be in like 4 days, but we'll compensate you with a tempo. That's nice and all. However, something that you've always been criticized for was definitely the marketing. Now, you guys' marketing isn't top notch, obviously. However, there are ways you guys can learn and take advantage of it, because let's go to the Wuthering Waves Twitter right now. If you go here, what was the recent post? After they've announced the stuff that Yinlin is actually going to be earlier. What was their next post? Voice actor interview, Jian. I like Jian's voice actor. I think he does a fantastic job, but I don't think that's what the streets want. That's not what they want. And for reference, if you guys are like, well, what the fuck can they do? Okay, it's simple. Here's Genshin Impact's YouTube. This is Genshin Impact's YouTube. This is Chlorinde. Chlorinde is going to be the new available character tomorrow. The promo shit for Chlorinde started 5 days ago. So Genshin Impact releases stuff a week prior to the character's release. The moment that developer update dropped, a Yinlin trailer had to follow suit to keep the hype up. You guys are lacking in the marketing department. Fix that shit. I mean, I thought y'all learned. I thought we learned. I mean, this is not a good look. If we're gonna give you guys feedback, y'all better be on top of that. But this might actually press on more the theory that they're in the red. I mean, contracts aren't being pushed out to creators. Maybe Jian isn't really doing too well. It's also talked about the Tencent stuff, etc. So maybe it is pretty tough for KURO Games to be able to keep pushing marketing as is right now. And also that would explain why they're maybe pushing out Yinlin again. Like right now, all we can do is speculate, but what we can definitely say is no marketing for Yinlin is absurd. That is the unit. Like you cannot fumble the bag with Yinlin. Yinlin has to go hard. That's like your starter character, like everybody's cooming for. Like you make it happen, make it happen. Just work on the marketing for Yinlin. That gotta happen. All right, KURO Games, again, that's why I talked about the bugs and everything. We give you guys feedback, but make sure those are taken care of, and make sure they become a constant thing that we, the players, will no longer have to worry about. That is my ultimate hope with this video. Let's keep it going. And finally, this might be too much to ask, but I would love some clarity between the company and the players, or more so the public maybe. Let us understand why certain moves are being done. Like the Yinlin one is pretty concerning and alarming to certain people, myself included. Like after I heard what those people said, I was like, you know what? You may be onto something. We don't have enough information about what's really going on. So like a little bit, tell us a little bit. You don't have to go full nipple reveal. Just show a little bit of cleavage. Let us know what's up on a surface level, and that's it. Like just so that at least we know that things are going well, things are going smooth. Like we're not in a very alarming and bad situation. Now, of course, a lot of people could say, well, if they tell you that, you're more likely to quit. But I do feel like transparency is key. It gives also like players that actually want to invest in the game, because let's face it, these gacha games are actually investments. They're fucking money. Yes, you can't really take out your investment, but it's still money being poured in and a lot of effort and time. So I do feel like the term investment kind of fits here. So I personally would love some transparency in that department. I know I'm asking too much. I know it's going to be tough, but hey, a man can hope. And yeah, I feel like those are the only things that 1.1 basically missed. They may be different stuff. Apparently some guy even said the battle pass, he couldn't get the battle pass too, which is weird. If that's an issue, let me know. We can do some research and we can talk about it further. But I guess it's just the same thing that the lunar subscription have, which would make a lot of sense because they do feel like similar monthly purchases, if you know what I'm trying to say. So hopefully they can just get on top of those. Hopefully they can get on top of every issue we talked about, and who knows, maybe some more transparency. Imagine that. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. See ya.